Hello, everybody. I have. You guys won't believe what happened. I have two things of what the fuck just happened. My motherfucking dumbass dad ordered the wrong brake. So now I have to wait another 3 days to get the right one. And you think that wasn't fucked up enough? That rear tire went out on me. On my go-kart. The rear left side. I mean, it was pretty bad. It was really cracked. It was cracked on both sides.
Press T, return, or controller D-pad right to him.
Much better. Don't have to listen to that. And then, to make it worse, the same day when I took the tire off, which was yesterday, that was when the tire gave up. It didn't blow up. It was just nasty. Anyway, so I took the tire off. It was gross. There was like 50 grams, or there was like an entire container of slime in there that was like all slimy and gooey and still gross. It was dirt. Then one of the sides didn't come off, so I had to cut it off, and then I had to cut it and take it off the rim. And then that same day, which was yesterday, Dad took me to Tractor Supply. We found a tire just like it, brought it back, and that motherfucker didn't even help. Guess what he did? He went inside and cooked fucking dinner instead of helping. Now, at the time, which was yesterday, I didn't know. I didn't know about tire spoons. I didn't know. I didn't know about them. Tire spoons. I never knew them. I never heard of them, or I never knew about them, or I never used one. So instead of a tire spoon, I used to fucking screwdrivers putting the tire on, and brand new tire hasn't even been used, and I fucked it up. Them crazy screwdrivers ripped out one of the metal deals that makes it seal, and it just ripped it right out. Both sides along the thick part. Just the metal just came out because of the screwdriver. And now the tire won't seal. So my dad is supposed to be bringing a big, high-powered, probably the biggest and most powerfulest compressed air gun he has. So he's gonna bring the biggest and most powerfulest air compressed gun that he has at lunchtime, and I'm gonna try and get that rim off so we can replace it. So we can get a no flat, or get a tire with a tube, or basically whatever's cheaper. But I'm fucking mad. All his fault. All he had to do was come outside and help. If he told me about the tire spoon, I could have avoided damaging it. Well, like in all fucking scenarios, it's always my fault. Always. That's all my life has been. Blaming me. No, my sister kicked me in the stomach and nearly broke my ribs. No, that's not. No, that's my fault. My sister kicked me in the stomach and nearly broke my ribs. No, that was my fault. No. No, no, no. My sister did this and this and this. No, it's my fault. She did this to me. No, it's my fault. Just on and on and on and on. Just a whole bunch of fucking excuses. My sister punched me in the fucking jaw. And what did? My sister punched me in the jaw. What did I do? I defend myself, and I attacked her. No, my fault. No, this and this and this. My fault. My fault. My fault. On and on and on. Just a whole bunch of fucking excuses. Oh, what's this? I broke the tire to where it won't seal? My fault. Apparently it's my fault. Even though that fucking old cocksucker came inside and started cooking dinner. When I needed his help the most. Nah, my fault. It's just always my fault. Always. I hate this fucking family. I don't know why I'm in this family in the beginning. I wasn't born in this family. I was adopted in this family. That's why I'm all fucked up. Because I came out of a mental asylum. They adopt me out of a mental asylum. My fault. My fault. Always and always and always will. When my sister kicked me in the stomach and nearly broke my ribs, did she get in fucking trouble? No. She didn't get in trouble at all. I mean, at that point, you know, she didn't kick me not once or twice. She kicked me 6 times. I was writing down a fucking note for my dad, a Walmart note, a Walmart list note. I think it was a Walmart list. I needed like, I think it was batteries or something that I needed for Walmart. So I left a note for Dad, and my sister's like, "Oh, what are you drawing?" I'm like, "It's not for you, bitch. Mind your fucking business." And then she rips it. And then we're grabbing it, and then it rips, and then she straight up kicks me, and I'm fucking cornered, and she straight up kicks me 3 times. And in the meantime, my motherfucking mom is sitting in the freaking living room on her computer while I'm being kicked to death. And eventually, once she's done, I go grab the phone, and I called Dad. I mean, I don't know why I called Dad. I should have just called the cops at that point. I don't know why I called my dad. I should have just called the cops. Them motherfuckers could come over here and put her into place. If I call the cops then, bro, she would be in fucking jail right about now. Making my life way easier. But no. Meantime, while I'm being kicked to death, my motherfucking mom is sitting on the couch with a fucking laptop. And eventually, as soon as she lets go, I go grab the phone. I'm on the phone with Dad, and eventually we're just yelling at each other. You know, apparently it's son and sister kind of thing. Well, that's not normal, okay? Anyway, so eventually I get on the motherfucking phone with my father. We're just yelling and hollering at each other. And eventually, I'm up against the door on the phone, and then here comes this motherfucking bitch again. Straight up kicks me again. 3 more times on the phone. while I'm on the phone. And then eventually I leave the house. Eventually I leave the house and go in the back with the phone. And then here it comes. Motherfucking dumbass. Or motherfucking shitty ass sister just straight up follows me and says, Mom needs the phone. And you know what the thing is? You know, when she comes after me because, you know, and then she just straight up follows me in the back because Mom needs the phone. You know, she follows me in the back because my mom needed the phone, and when I turned around and when my sister said, Mom needs the phone, she acts so fucking calm. She acts like she was so fucking calm about it, like the whole kicking thing didn't even happen. She's like, hey, Mom needs the phone, give it to me. And she's just acting so calm, like the whole kicking thing didn't happen. And I'm like, fuck you, homie. You know, I took the and as I was making my way in the back, you know, I grabbed a freaking golf club because I was like, okay, I gotta defend myself. This is a life and death situation. I gotta defend myself. So I grab a motherfucking golf club with the phone, go in the back. Here comes the motherfucker following me, and she's acting so calm, like none of the kickingness. She's acting so calm, like none of the kicking shit didn't happen. She's like, Mom needs the phone. So I'm like, and then eventually she comes near me, and I pull up the golf club, and she's just like, Mom needs the phone. So I throw the phone. She turns around, walks away. I pick up a rock, I throw it at her. And then, at the end, who got in trouble? Guess what? Me! I got in fucking trouble! For throwing a rock! And meantime, that fucking bitch is straight up kicking me! Now, I don't know what grade I was in at the time. I was pretty young, but I can guarantee tell. Now, when she followed me in the back, and I'm telling you, dude, it was a life or death situation. I wasn't gonna play around. I literally picked up a golf club and brought it with me. Like, I wasn't about that shit. Like, hell, you kicking the shit out of me, huh? If you come near me one more time, you're getting this fucking golf club. I'm gonna shove this up your butt. And like, so the second time when she kicked me, you know, I left outside. You know, I went outside with the phone. You know, I picked up a golf club, went in the back, and here comes motherfucking bitch. You know, she's following me. She followed me into the back. And then she's like, she follows me in the back, and she's acting so fucking calm. She's like, Mom needs the phone. You know, she's acting so calm, like the whole kicking thing didn't happen. And so I throw the phone to her, she walks away, I pick up a rock, throw it at her, and at the end, I got in trouble. The whole thing. I got in trouble. That's basically how all that happened. Did she get in trouble? No. She didn't get in trouble. Guaranteed tell. As honest as I could be, I can guarantee tell she did not get in trouble. I got in fucking trouble for throwing a fucking rock. Excuse me, kicking someone brutally is the same thing as throwing a rock. Except instead of kicking, you're throwing something. got in trouble. As always. As every other life experience for me, you know? Your sister never gets in trouble when you're a guy. When you're a dude. When you're a boy. You know? Life situation, you know, your sister is, you're always the one that gets in trouble. You know, it's never your sister. I got grounded for, I don't know, I think it was a couple days. Maybe a day or two. Because of a rock. And yeah, I know, right? I explained it. I told her she kicked me 6 times. Over a piece of paper that wasn't her fucking business. Well, I have a music note. Right here. And I explained it. She kicked me 6 times. And they're like, well, I don't care. You threw a fucking rock at her. Now get your worthless butt in your room. I don't know why we adopted you. I'm just like, fine, I'll leave. The door's right fucking there. No, villager, fuck off. And even to this day, my life is still like it. You know, it's still fucked up. Still messed up. You know, me always getting in trouble. For every little cock-sucking reason. Now the whole thing about me putting, you know, now the whole reason is, now the whole thing about my sister punching me in the jaw, which actually was previously, I think it happened in 2018, I think. Anyways, I'll tell you that story. I got some. Oh, let me tell you guys about it. And here I am being completely quiet. But anyways, how it goes is, let's see here. My sister comes home, and she was like a cleaning psychopath. Like, she would get upset over every little stupid fucking piece of dirt. She comes home, and she's like, she gets upset because there's a whole bunch of dog hair in the dining room. Duh, because we have a big dog. Of course there's going to be hair everywhere. You can't stop it. It's a dog. So she comes in, and she's like, excuse me, what's all this? And I'm like, that wasn't me. That was Dad. She's like, yeah, get a fucking broom and clean it. Well, she didn't say get a fucking broom. She's like, clean it. I'm like, I don't have to. It wasn't me. So eventually, for some reason, even though I didn't have to clean it, you know, I didn't have to. I mean, it was 2018. You know, I was pretty. I don't give a shit. You know, I was in that stage, so I didn't have to clean it. I could have just walked away and I could have just said, Michaela, fuck you. I'm going back to my room. You know, I could have just said that. I could have just said, F you. I'm not gonna put up with this right now. Or, you know, I could have said something like that. I don't know why I bothered to clean up, even though it wasn't my mess. Yeah, she comes home. She's acting like she is the owner of the house. You know, she's like, get a broom and clean it. And so eventually, for some reason, I grab the broom and I begin to sweep it. And she's like, do it right. And I'm like, you want it done right? Come do it yourself. You know, she's like, clean it right. And I'm like, well, if you want it cleaned right, she's like, do it right. And I'm like, if you want it cleaned right, you should just do it yourself. I don't know why you're making me do it. I'm not going to do a very good job at cleaning up I'm not going to do a good job at cleaning up this dog hair. So I don't know why. You knew I would suck at this. You just want to fight for some reason. You just want to cause a fucking war. Yeah, she just straight up just says, Tanner, clean it up correctly. And I'm like, if you want it cleaned up correctly, you should do it yourself. And she's like, I don't have to. And I'm like, yeah, I don't have to either. It ain't my shit. It ain't my fucking mess. She says, clean it. She's like, clean it up correctly. And I'm like, if you want it cleaned up correctly, and she's like, clean it up right. And she's like, and I'm like, you want it done right? Do it yourself. She's like, I don't have to. And deep inside, I'm like, yeah, I don't have to clean this either. It ain't my mess. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying here? Just straight up fucking rude. Yeah, she literally said that. She literally said, clean it up, clean it correctly. And I'm like, if you want me to clean it up correct, she literally said that. She's like, clean it correctly. And I'm like, yeah, okay, if you want it cleaned correctly, you should do it yourself. I don't know why you're making me do it. She's like, clean it up correctly. Do it yourself. She's like, clean it up correctly. If you want it cleaned correctly, you should do it yourself. That's what I was like. I literally said, I literally said that. I literally said, you want it cleaned right? Do it yourself. I don't know why you're doing that. And then she says, I don't have to clean it. And deep inside, I'm like, yeah, I don't have to clean it either, because this dog hair isn't mine. It was my dad. Yeah, I'm literally not kidding. I can go on like this forever. She literally said, clean it up correctly. Clean it correctly. Do it right. And I'm like, you want it to be clean right? Huh? Yeah. She's like, yeah. Clean it right. Clean it. Do it right. She's like, no. Clean it. Do it correctly. And I'm like, yeah, do it yourself. If you want this room cleaned, do it yourself. If you want to do it right, she's like, clean it up correctly. And I'm like, well, do it yourself. I don't know why you're making me do it. I didn't do this. I didn't let the dog in. Yeah, she said, clean it correctly. And I'm like, do it yourself. If you want it to be cleaned correctly, you should do it yourself. I don't know why you're making me do it. But I literally said that. I literally said that. I literally, she literally said, she literally told me to clean it correctly. And I said, if you want it to be cleaned correctly, you should clean it yourself, woman. I don't know why you're making me do it. And then after that, after we made that, so right after we so after she said you should clean it correctly. No, after I said, yeah, if you want it clean right, you should do it yourself. After I said that, she said, I don't have to clean it. And deep inside, I was thinking, yeah, I don't have to clean this either. It's not my mess. You just want to argue with me. That's all you want to do. All you want to do is piss me off and get me in trouble. She's adopted too, and she probably needs to go back to the mental asylum. She needs to go back to the child asylum because she was probably crazy. That's probably why she got adopted, was because they couldn't take her. That's probably why she got adopted. It's because the children asylum, they probably got tired of her. They probably got tired of her being so bossy. That's why my sister got adopted, was because they couldn't take her bossiness. She's like, okay, that's it. I can't take this woman's bossiness. Let's let these two couple adopt them. Greg Biddison and Shannon Biddison, let's let them adopt this woman, because I'm tired of listening to this woman's bossiness. And so that's probably how my sister got in this family. Was because she was so bossy in the child asylum, or child kept hospital, or kept care. My sister was probably so bossy when she was in when she was in the children asylum or children place or whatever. She was probably so bossy back then that they didn't want her. They didn't want her to stay in here. They didn't want, the freaking child asylum people, they didn't want to keep her, so they just like, they're like, hey, let's let these two couple take this girl, because I'm sick and tired of listening to this girl just being so bossy. But I don't know, I'm just making a whole bunch of excuses. So yeah, that's probably how my sister ended up in this family, was because of her bossiness. So they're probably like, okay, I can't take this girl's bossiness. Here, let's let these two couple take her. These two couple can deal with her bossiness. And then, so at the end of that other story, right after she said, Tanner, clean this up correctly. And I said, if you want it done correctly, you should do it yourself. And she's like, I don't have to. And I'm like, yeah, I don't have to either. So at the end, I walk away, because, I've had enough. I was at that point where I'm gonna fucking swing, So I was like, I was gonna go dump it, and then, I walked by her, and I didn't hit her with the broom. I just swinged it in front of her face and then stopped. Right? I just swung the broom into or near her face. I didn't even hit her. I just swing the broom closer. I just swing the broom into her face, and then it stopped, and then I stopped. I didn't actually hit her. I was about like maybe 2 feet away. I was about a foot away from her face with the broom. You know, I swung the broom like a foot away from her face, and then she fucking punches me in the jaw, and then that's how. And then as soon as she punched me in the face, I attacked her, and I put her in a fucking headlock, and then she cries, and then she runs off crying, and then she goes to my mom's school, and then she goes to my mom's school, and then she's like, there, put me in a headlock. It's all his fault. You blah 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 blah. And so then mother comes home, and then my mom comes home, and then my dad comes home, and then they discuss what happened. And then my mom told me that my actual mom drank a lot of alcohol when I was being born, and so therefore all that alcoholness got into my brain and kind of fucked me up. So I was crying for about a week, maybe. I was grounded for a week until I got counseling, until we went to the mall here in Big Spring and got some counseling. I think it was church counseling, until we got some fucking counseling for me, because apparently it was my fault as always. I explained to him my side, and then he's like, well, I haven't heard her side yet. And I told her about the broom. I swung the broom into her face and didn't even hit her. And then she punched me in the jaw, and then that's how I got her and that's how I attacked. And then, just so on and so on. See, I was grounded for about a week until I got counseling, and you're probably thinking, yeah, you guys probably think, oh, so you were probably grounded from the Xbox. Yeah, I was grounded from the Xbox One, but not the 360. I still had the 360, so I just plugged it in. So when they weren't here, I would plug it in and just play on it until they got home. And whenever they get home, I would just turn it off and just I would just get on my phone, or I'll just get on the phone or just lay down. So my dad didn't know about the 360. My dad knew about the Xbox One, but he didn't knew. My dad knew about the Xbox One, but he didn't know about the 360. So I still had the 360. I had the controller and everything. So I was probably grounded from the Xbox One, but I wasn't grounded from the 360. So I got on and played on the 360 until I got home, and then I would turn it off and I'll play like Halo Reach, Left 4 Dead, I think, and some other stuff. I think I was mostly playing on Halo Reach the most. And that was the end of that story. And yet again, I got in trouble. Even though it wasn't my fault. All she had to do was keep her fucking drama shit to herself. And even till this day, she's still a fucking asshole. So I gotta start doing some workout and getting skinny. Cause I gotta get prepared, just in case if we get another fight, I can defend myself. So let me know in the comments down below your dark childhood memories and make a footage of it. It really does help because you'll be able to, you know, you'll be able to scream it out on camera. A lot of other people will hear you, and they'll be like, a lot of people will begin to start. A lot of people will hear you. They'll begin to hear you. They'll hear you and your problems, and then they'll support, and So share it, and maybe we can all build a gang together. We can build we can all just share your dark childhood memories, and maybe we can build an evil gang, and we can just get revenge on the ones that hurt us. Payback. And all I'm gonna say is, don't be afraid to stand up and defend yourself even from your family members. Whether it's your dad being very aggressive or being an absolute asshole, or it's your sister trying to kill you, Make sure you stand up and defend yourself, because that's all you can do now. That's all you can do nowadays. You can't trust anybody. You just gotta rely on yourself. Even I don't trust my family members. My sister the most. And my father. They're all fucking dicks. They're both fucking dickheads. Dicks out of hell. So don't be afraid to defend yourself from anybody. It doesn't matter the size. Just stand up. Make your stand. And that way, it doesn't matter the size. Just get up, fight back, to prove that you will not go down without a fight, without death. You're not. And that way, just remember to stand up and fight. It doesn't matter the size.
just fight back, and that way you'll be making a stand, and you'll prove to them, you'll prove to those that hurt you, or, you know, just stand up and fight. It doesn't matter the size, and that way you'll show them that you're not gonna go down, you're not gonna take it no more, and just make yourself a punching bag. Just get yourself a punching bag, you know, just make a homemade punching bag. Start punching the punching bag so you can get your fisting stuff, you know, get your fists good, and, you know, lift up a few weights, you know, work out, do some setups and stuff. I really gotta get into shape. And remember, if your sister or family member or brother, if they do anything fucking stupid to you, you fight back. You give them a punch in the nose. You put them in a headlock. You grab a knife and you stab back. If they stab you, you stab back. Make some homemade weapons. Make some homemade weapons like you have to. Make a homemade brass knuckle. You know, make some homemade weapons. Homemade weapons would really help. Keeping bats under your bed. Keeping baseball bats near your bed. Keeping knives around your room, you know. Keep a pellet gun like hidden somewhere. So if you get the chance, you can get to it and just shoot, you know? So those are my two dark, invite. I can invite. Oh, I don't think anybody can join. I don't think they can join because of my online privacy deal. But it would be nice to get. Yeah, fight back. What we're gonna do today is we're just gonna start clearing this forest as best as we can. I gotta start punching some punching bags, you know, I gotta get to that point. I'm also gonna look it up. What's the fastest tick speed in Minecraft? Let me know in the comments down below if you guys know the fastest tick speed. man, that tree went down far. Clearing all these trees and stuff, you know, trying to give me some flat land. It's a witch. You're a witch somewhere. So the new break won't come in Monday, so that's like 3 more days, which is fine. I mean, I had slower weekends. Oh, they made me a spawner underneath us.